Hey everyone, Andrew Morrissey here. You can see what other people are up to in this Universal Heroes game. Just follow this little link here, and there's one here as well. Okay, you can see what other people are up to in the Universal journey, and what a journey it's been for me, just coming out of this full moon, really. Lots of emotions being stirred up in me, about where I'm going, what I'm doing. Wow, it's incredible. Too much to go into here on in your time listening to me. But what I'm feeling a real necessary thing to talk about is a confusion and a lack of understanding of the man, I suppose, is what I'm referring to it, the male energy. And I can only speak about this from experience. I'm not going to give you some profound words from Lao Tzu or something like that. For me, it's quite irrelevant unless I've experienced it. So I'm only going to talk about my experience. I love to hear from people and what they're experiencing, and to me, that's the real knowledge. So from my experience, it's a disconnection from the mother. It's a disconnection from the Mother Earth. For me, the power of being a man, I wasn't shown that. I was, hence why I spent time in Southeast Asia and following a lot of tantric and yoga and Taoist practices, whether that be in Asia or Australia, wherever they are, or from books. It was a disconnection from the mother, the feminine energy and the power of the healing power of the earth, really. And this is really the confusion of why, people ask, oh, I don't understand men. Or I think generally the feminine energy, the sacred divine goddess energy has been suppressed, or burned at the stake, or it's been tried to be buried, but you can't. It's like you hold a ball underwater. It's only a certain matter of time and boom, that ball is going to burst through. So this is the time we're seeing now. The sacred feminine has returned. And for men especially, I think a lot of women don't understand that the physical experiences of a man are quite different, actually polar opposite to a woman, in the sense of when a man releases in the sexual energy and he lets that energy come out, he loses an incredible amount of energy. A woman, in the other case, in orgasm, she implodes. She's energized, and hence there's a lot of fear and apprehension from men when they see their partner or they see a woman. Their sexual desire is there is no end to it. So that can be threatening to a man, especially in the sort of classical explanation what a man should be. The hunter, the provider. And I think it's fascinating. The return back to the feminine for me has been an acceptance of being on the earth, connecting to the mother, connecting to the yin, connecting to the softness, and embracing that. That's where my power as a man has come. It's not about fighting and showing how manly I am. Actually, it's about just being passive and having that integrity and knowing who I am and embracing that power within the feminine, within water, within being soft. And wow, that's incredible for me in my explorations in this dance of the divine female energy. That has been the most powerful thing that I've experienced, and I just wanted to share that with you. The confusion is, from my understanding, it's across the world. It's not just within the man, it's within the man, within the woman within the man, the yin within the yin, the day within the, this there cannot be one without the other. So I think there's a return now to the sacred feminine. There's a return now to the Taoist practices. And I'm not talking about some 104 movement Tai Chi form, that some, egoistic form that's derived from what were essentially very simple movements. That if you look at the core of Shaolin, your core of Taoist tantric practices, they weren't very complicated. We have made them complicated, and now we have branded them into this complication, which drives people insane. I get people join the game and they're just chasing treasures from all around the world, and they never really come to embrace the simplicity. The simplicity of these formulas, they're not supposed to be difficult. They're supposed to be easy, and the mind, I understand the mind, it finds these simplicities very hard to grasp. Hence the mind's control, its grip. It wants to remain in control. And the simpler and the most simplistic formulas and fun formulas and colorful formulas and ones that go deep, they're not difficult. So be careful, and I know this from experience. There's a lot of forms out there that are presenting themselves in a traditional Taoist language or tantric language, and they're not really. So keep it simple. Stupid is what my friends always refer to this. KISS. And I agree. I totally agree. The simpler, the easier the flow. The mind doesn't get a chance to grip these practices because they're very energetic. And the other day I commented about them being very powerful in their simplicity. Don't underestimate that simple movement of the spiral, or getting in touch with the emotions, connecting with the earth, the universe, and the rainbow bridge between these two. Don't underestimate simplicity, okay? And the beautiful thing about this for me is it comes to a stage where they're so simple that they come through the back door almost. They sort of seduce the mind into a state of no mind, into a state of peace and wellness. And that seduction, for me, is a very superior way of reaching a state of enlightenment or sense of peacefulness. To me, that's the most advanced. The Taoist, the Tantric, the real practices, the simple practices, they're the most advanced. So don't be fooled by the flower. Don't be fooled by how beautiful some form wraps itself. Most likely a lot of people are putting forms out there that are very complicated and designed to keep you to come back to their class for the next 3 years. So keep it simple and look for really basic, beautiful techniques that resonate with you, and just don't be fooled by the illusion of them, but experience them, try them. Yeah, I mean, try them. Hence the Universal Heroes game is 35 days is just try 3 months. If you love it, then 3 years before it enters your being. Okay, good to talk to you again. Take care.